about my, it's this book I made for Zay. I do epoxy and stuff, so I had made a picture book of us. He pulls out, he handed it to me. I'm looking at it, and I'm like, I look at him, and I'm like, where's he at? And then he, like, starts reaching out to me. Well, I don't know you. Like, I didn't even know his name was Elliot. So, like, I'm, like, backing up into the kitchen door. And he's just like, and I'm just like, so I'm supposed to take you easy? And he holds 2 fingers right here to this side of my head. And I looked at him, and I snapped his hand away. And I was like, where's Zay? And then he, like, slid out of the way, and he did like this. And, like, I pushed past him. Zay never has this light on. Never. It was dark in there. So I come in there, I can see he's laid in the floor. Well, he takes Zans and shit, you know, like, so sometimes he'd be passing out in chairs and falling on the floor, and I normally come in there and I wake him up and I get him up. So I assumed, like, because I can't see nothing now, and the lamp, it was on top of the dryer over there in the corner. So, like, I would have had to, like, possibly almost step on him to get to it, so I didn't. I opened this door. And the second I opened the door, there was blood everywhere, and there was like this spot on the side of his head, and I heard it, and I like touched his leg, and he was cold. So he'd been dead like that for a while, and I slammed the door back shut. I started saying no, and I went walking into the kitchen, and like I was against the refrigerator, and I'm like doing like this, and Elliot shuts the door back. And then he like is pacing and he starts typing to me on this phone. Like, it was an Android. I don't know if it was his. I'm presuming it is, because I know what phone Zay has. Like, because I
said they didn't find the phone on him.
I haven't found no phone in here, and it wasn't cracked. Those phones that I think are right there are all cracked. Like, I can't find it, but I don't know. And I don't know what he had going on here that night, but Zay's dad said he dropped him off here with the white boy from J Press that he chills with a lot named Drew or something. Yeah, he dropped him off here. I don't know what time, because I left here at 7, so it was not then because they were not here. So it had to be after that. I think maybe around 9 is when she said she might have seen him in the hallway. I don't know. Zay was going to the bathroom. They passed each other in the hallway. That was it. Mom went back to her room. She was on the phone with her boyfriend for like 3 hours. I saw the call, but they won't give us our phones back, so I can't even reach any of y'all. Like,
we can't get his phone either. Like, they won't give
us.
But
Zay's phone is the red iPhone, and he keeps a blue case on it, blue and gray case. Well, I didn't see that. It wasn't that. It was like an Android. I'm not familiar with Android, so I couldn't tell you like what type, like which.
All I know is that we had, when I went back there, he asked me what phones did Zay have, and I said Zay got a phone, but it got a girly case on that damn phone, and he was like, a girly case? I said, you got to flip it over. That's all I know. I said, because I seen him with one that got gold flakes on the back, and then it was another one, and he was like, so I got 2 iPhones and I got 2 Androids. And he was like,
one of those might be that boy's.
They gon', I don't know. He just said that they gonna ship it off, and then he did tell us. I said, so have y'all talked to Grace and see what she said? And he was like, we talked to her. We got her phone. We got the mom's phone. Yeah. He said, but they gonna be shipped too. Like, we're shipping all phones off. And I was like, okay. I said, so what has Elliot said? He said, just let me do the investigation. I said, I can tell you. Huh?
You talked to Mercer or whatever.
I talked to him, and he was like, just let me talk to them and let me do my investigation. That's all he kept saying. And I was like, okay, so if you're going to do your investigation, I said, I just want to know what happened. I said, because I know for a fact my cousin did not kill himself.
No, he didn't. He's not suicidal.
I said, he did nothing like that.
He just got off with all them charges. He would never do that. I was trying to talk him into going back to school finally and, like, pursuing his basketball like you said he wanted to do. Like, he was thinking about good things. Like,
I know. They were trying to say that he had killed himself. And I was
he
like,
didn't. They're lying. I don't know who did this, but they would never. And then the way he was, okay, so they said they found the gun in his hand underneath him. He was laid on top of it. There is no way if he stood there and shot himself in the head, that gun's heavy. Zay's little. Now, that shit would have dropped before he hit the ground. Like, it wouldn't have been underneath him in his fucking hand. So I know somebody placed him. Well, they told us. Somebody placed him like that. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. Like, and the way he was turned, he's facing the door. He was facing us, like as if he was looking this direction.
looking this way.
Yeah, towards this way.
So why would he shoot himself and lay on the gun? That don't make.
No.
There's a lot of stuff.
You can't fall on top of a fucking gun.
And then
like
I told that man, I said, hold up. I said, if he shot himself, I said, when y'all found him, what did he look like? Well, mom doesn't want to hear it. I was like, okay, but I do. So tell me. I said, because we got a cousin that's in criminal justice. I said, I need to know this. Like, was his eyes open? Were they closed? I said, what's up? And
they were like rolled. No, they were like really scared looking, honestly. I wanted to pick him up and hold him, but like,
I mean, you could have. Gracie, that's your instinct, baby. That's an instinct to pick him
I
up.
wanted to, but I didn't know who did this, and I know Zay. He gets mad at me if I get to talking about wanting to die or something. Like, he'll be like, nah, that's stupid and shit. That's why I know he didn't do this.
I know
himself.
he did. Because if he didn't kill himself when my grandma died, why the hell would he kill himself now?
Oh, no.
Good God.
Dude, what you trying to do, baby? You gonna hit the phone?
So I'm like, I started screaming, and I'm like, why didn't you call for help? Because I started getting a little angry, and like, obviously this dude I've only seen once is in here, and he's never been in here. He's always sat right here.
So when you came in, when you was in here and you seen him, did he have a gun in his hand? Elliot?
No,
because they saying he was barricaded in y'all house with a gun.
He had a gun. He had a sword that Zay gave me. It was a Japanese sword.
Oh my damn.
He had it on his waist. Have you ever seen Zay with the green chain thing?
Yeah.
He had it looped into that on his pants.
Yeah, that's what he had.
And was walking around with it.
Oh my damn.
He had Zay's weed and shit. Like, I tried to grab it from him, like,
well,
because he didn't seem
that.
aggressive.
That's what I'm trying to understand. Cause
they told me they didn't get any drugs.
Yeah, they won't. Yeah, I was gonna say,
but the warrant to search this house says they were supposed to get some. So, like, they were supposed to get all drugs out of the house and remove the human being that was in here, basically. They held us in there all day. They didn't let us out until after 7 p.m. because they said we had an active threat at our house.
And then they didn't even
we was outside.
They didn't even tell us that they had to use tear gas and shit.
So y'all in here can't breathe and they having tear gas up in here.
No, like, we weren't here. We were at the police station. I went up there at like 12 o'clock. They held us there until 7 p.m. And then they let us out. They don't tell us shit that happened here. We pull up here, all the windows busted out, the door broke down.
Yeah. So y'all didn't see the after effect till it was on the news.
Yeah.
Because we was out here. Matter of fact, we were right there where the little railroad train thing come down there. We were standing right there. And he pushed us back. And because when we pulled up here, wasn't nobody here. It was just, I guess, the police and everything was here or whatever.
Look at this. I told him he was in here.
How did they let? Yeah, they was in there. Was they in this back room? And then Mama tells them that he's in here, and then they somehow come out and let this boy barricade himself up in here to where they gotta call all these people to come, like, get him out with tear gas. Are you fucking serious? Y'all are so fucking stupid. Not you. I'm talking about
police.
Yes, they're so fucking stupid. What you mean? You was just in there, and like now somehow he's unlocked all the doors and you can't get in? Are you serious? Like, y'all are stupid as fuck.
Weird to me because they told us he was in a fucking closet.
Yeah, he was in the closet. But the point is like, how did he get to the doors to lock the doors if y'all was just in here with Zay?
Exactly.
Y'all somehow all came out at the same time and let him lock you out? Or, like, what?
Because I asked him, I said,
you called 911, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I said, did you see the guy? I said, did you see the young man that was in there? Oh, I don't even know what I said.
He told us
what the hell
if
I
we
said.
were
Did you see the guy that was in there is what I said.
Yeah, you said, did you see a man in there? And he was like, no. And then you were like, oh, well, there was somebody in there now. And like, he's like, oh, we didn't see anybody. And then later, after we're at the police station, they're like, oh, no, like, yeah, there's an active threat at your house. I'm like, oh, is this that person we told y'all about?
What
like,
don't make sense is he could have fucking left. Excuse my French.
Why did that boy stay here?
Leave? He could have gone out the kitchen window, the bathroom window. Those are the back of the apartment.
He told, okay,
left.
but anyway, so he started, like, I started asking him questions. He wouldn't say anything. He's pacing. And, like, I'm getting a little nervous. He keeps coming up to me and touching me. He was, like, petting me, my hair on this side. And he kept holding me and, like, right here and putting two fingers, these two specifically, right here on me. And I kept, like, trying to walk away, and he was up on me everywhere I went, and I'm like trying to get away from this nigga because I don't know what, like, I mean, I don't know what I just seen. I do, but like I'm hoping like maybe this is
a dream,
prank,
like a little nightmare or something.
shit, because there's no fucking way. And like, so I'm like panicking, a little hysterical. I turn around, about run into him. He's all up on me, and I'm like, okay, and I like was like, ugh, like. And then Mom was like, we're calling the police. And I'm like, yeah, we are. Then he starts typing on his phone. He's like, if you call the police, you will die.
Both of you will die.
Yes. And I'm like, do what? Like,
and I said, we have to
call the police. Like, what you think is going to happen? We all just going to chill up in here with him until when? Like, what the fuck are you on right now? And I felt like he didn't possibly do it at first. I don't know, like, because he was...
Because if they didn't find no weed in here, somebody else came back over here.
And we hadn't been here.
And where's his phone? Who did he give his phone to? He had to
they have
no, we got 4 of them, but we don't know whose it is. But if you say he had weed in his hand.
He did, he jerked it. No, I tried to pick it up off the dog cage that's right there in the kitchen. He had it on top of it. He jerked it from me, like really angrily. And I just like let it go. I was going to take it out, like, because I didn't want drugs to be here. And I thought maybe at least y'all could have
we would have got rid of it or something,
you know, yeah. So like I'm over here like, but he looked really mad. That's the only time I seen him angry. Like he seemed confused the whole time. So I was like, maybe he's just in shock and he's seen who did this.
Did you see the gun that was up under Zay?
No, but that's what the police told us, that they pulled it out from underneath him. It was in his hand.
And we. No, the fuck it was. Because that's not what the fuck he told us. He literally told us that gun was in the proximity.
What color was the gun?
He won't tell us.
And then all the news reports said an unresponsive. I'm sorry, he's...
Mama, don't say that. Shut up. You say...
It's okay.
Say he's dead, and that sounds
heartless. He is. We can't bring him back.
But why would you say that?
But that's just what they saying. Like they put him as 28 years old too. He's not dead.
So how did he get off with just?
Because they said that he can't be charged with Zay's death because they have to wait on the gun residue to come back.
Why is that not coming back?
We waiting on it.
Not why. That makes a lot of sense. But I'm saying why.
But he said he did y'all too.
Yeah, he did. I told him he could. I signed a paper.
He did y'all. He said he did Elliot, and they had to do Zay. And
they had to do Zay.
Yeah.
Okay, that boy talked to me also. He talked to me a lot of stuff.
What did he say?
He did this to protect you and your mom. I don't know who he is. I said, who is he? Is it you? Like, or is it Zay? Who are you talking about? He wouldn't say nothing else. Then I told him I had to go because, like, my daughter was taken from me by DSS. I can't be present when this is all like popping off because I'm never going to get her again. I don't think I'm going to anyway now because
don't say that.
And so
look, let me tell you something.
I told her
stop. If you know for yourself you did not pull that trigger, what are you worried about?
I'm just worried about getting my daughter because they're going to say I'm not safe for her because people got hurt around me.
They're not going to say that, baby.
I wasn't even here.
You wasn't there, so stop. If you know for yourself you did not pull that damn trigger, what are you worried about? You wasn't here. Your mama was in the room. Y'all did not know Zay was back here. Somebody else had to be at this damn house. So what I'm telling y'all is y'all ring cameras, do they work?
They did.
It does, but it was dead. I don't know how, like, it seemed like really staged to me, like, at first, because the police have been parking right there, and they've been at an open door, and every time we go to leave, they'll walk, like, this direction, and I was getting really confused with that, because, like, what are you coming over here for? I would go to the store, turn around, come back, they'd be walking back across the tracks already. It was really strange. They did that, like, 3 times, so I was...
And them ring cameras ain't working.
Yeah, it's not. I told Elliot I didn't know his name was Elliot, but I told him that I had to go, and I sent Mom outside in the middle of the road so that she would call the police, and he wouldn't. If he was going to shoot her, he'd have to shoot her in front of, like, whoever. It was the morning.
But he ain't got no gun, so we ain't worried about that.
Yeah, so I told her to go in the road and call, and then he, like, brought me a AA battery that was green and put it in my hand, and I looked at it, and I looked at him, and I threw it at him, and I was like, I don't fucking want this, like, and I walked out the door. Well,
Jaden, let your window up. Let your window up. I'm sorry, I got my son in the car.
somebody had mentioned, I had said something about that, some dude that used to, I don't know what he used to be in, but he's been in a lot of trouble. He told me that he thinks that he was telling me to go, because he pulled out of this battery case that had 3 batteries, and it was only green. I don't comprehend that. I don't know you. I saw him once out here with Zay. Zay was sitting there, he was sitting here. I just made homemade ice cream for the first time. God, no. So I brought it to the door, and I asked Dave if he wanted to try it because it was done. And he was like, yeah. So he came to the door, and then this dude that was sitting here kept staring at me, and it was freaking me out. And then he said, hey, and like I don't speak to Dave's friends because that's like
What he looked like?
It was Elliot.
Oh.
This is the note that boy wrote. That doesn't even make any sense.
The IGRT, you said was his name.
Yeah, he said IGRT.
My fire, purple, bright, retired, real desire, right? What the hell did that mean?
He wrote to Mama or on something, I think it was possibly in the phone, I don't know, that he was a healer.
A healer?
Yes. He told me that God sent him here to heal me.
Who is he?
But why he didn't heal Zay?
Exactly. And I don't believe in that honestly anyway. So, I don't know.
It's something else going on,
There's
man.
something weird
You
happening.
said it was weed in the house.
But, okay,
But when the police come in, ain't no weed in here. But he was the only one here.
They didn't take any evidence. Okay, so I told them that boy had on everything to Zay's. We can't find any clothes. Like, I know Zay. I see everything he gets clothes-wise. The clothes that he had on were Zay's. Then, we can't find Elliot's clothes, though. I can't find anything that doesn't belong to Zay in here. Okay, so
And then
where
when
did
you
he
walked
take
up
his
on
clothes
him,
to?
he ain't had no blood on him or nothing.
He had his shirt off, and he had on sweatpants with the chain on it with the sword. He had on a face mask, like a cloth one.
Whoever shot Zay, you had to have shot him when he was looking this way.
Yep.
He had to have, his body had to be turned like this.
There's no blood spatter on the walls.
Nope.
Anywhere. So what did they have him in the floor?
And that's why
You had
Look,
to.
there's no blood spatter.
I know, I just looked in there, ain't nothing on the wall. It's on
So
the floor.
what'd you do to him?
and there's
Like,
bloody gauze in the trash can in the kitchen. The police know
They didn't
about
take
but
that.
They didn't take it.
They didn't take that. I showed them that letter that you just read, whatever that nonsense is. I handed it them. They threw it on the ground out here. I found it outside. Then I told him, hush, stop talking when I'm talking. It's getting really irritating. Okay, so then I told them, like, hey, like, that boy's shoes, Elliot's, they were in there, in the kitchen, because they were raggedy. They would never wear nothing like that. Me and Mama don't wear dude shoes. So, like, I told them that they were in there. Then they wanted to scream at me about it out here. Then, like, what day was this? Last week sometime? Maybe a few days
They
ago.
died on
They flipped out on me, telling me, why didn't you tell us that? I fucking did. And you think the second I found Zay's body, I'm like, let me see whose shoes or who's in here. Like, no, I'm not fucking thinking about that. I'm thinking about, like, my baby's dead.
Is that
like,
what's on that trash can? What's on that trash can? Is that blood on the trash can or is that something else?
There's a pillowcase in here in which somebody, but see, I picked it up with my hands after, like, cause like I was looking through all the shit.
It's okay.
There's a pillowcase that looks like they tried to clean blood off of themselves, whoever it was. Then
Somebody had to wipe something off because it's not making sense.
And then,
And then even if the police would have said that he shot himself.
do you know Jay-Z?
Who?
Jay-Z.
Who was that?
I was just wondering.
What
It's a light-skinned boy. He's got really crazy hair and stuff. I think he was, alright, so Zay, like a month ago, pulls out the phone. That little ring-ish looking doorbell, it's from Temu. It's cheap. It only takes batteries. It doesn't record. I got it for Zay. He's the only person that has access to it on his phone. I don't even have it. So he comes up to me one day and he's like, you know who this is? And whoever must have accidentally pressed the button. Me and him had just left to go to McDonald's to pick up our order. And then we got back and he came in there and was showing me this. Well, from here up was like a real light-skinned dude. Like, he looked almost white, but he had, I'm not.
Hair?
Yeah, hair texture.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was like real crazy looking, and he had a tattoo on the side of his face right here. I don't know what it was of because it looked like it was just like, sorry, whoever.
You told that to the police too?
No, I just put all this together because Mama said that she came out here and she was like on the phone with, I guess, my grandparents or something.
No, I was
who we
trying
were
to get
talking
in touch
to.
with Regina.
Okay, and she's like talking about how she can't get in touch with her. There's bystanders like over here in the parking lot at the tax place, right? Like people pulling up that's supposed like wanting to see what's going on because I guess all the tape and shit that was out here. I don't know. And there was a blue. It was the dark blue car I showed you, right? What is that? It's a Buick LeSabre, like an older one. And she said there was a crazy haired looking dude standing out there, and he was light skinned. And he was pacing. He said that he was gonna call, get in touch, have somebody get in touch with his mama. If that's the same person that was on the ring thing, then that's Jay-Z, because that's Debo's car, his mama.
I don't know him, but I'm gonna figure out who the fuck he is.
That's really odd to me. Like, how would he be here one day when me and Zay weren't here? Zay wasn't fucking with him like that. I mean, he knows him, but like they weren't close or anything. So he come to our house randomly at the back door. I think he meant to do it then. I mean, not kill him. I think he was coming in here to take his guns because last year when he was out of jail for a little while, he held a gun in my face and told me to still get Zay's guns for him. I told him no.
Who told you to do that? Jay-Z? Who the fuck is this
So
nigga?
I'm thinking that he,
I mean,
he's got a rap sheet. I think that he was coming to steal his guns that one day when we weren't here. He couldn't get in. Then we pulled back up or something. He probably ran around here. I don't know exactly, but we didn't see nobody. And then Zay showed me a video of somebody at the door within the like 5 minutes we weren't here. So that was odd how they leave that fast, you know? Like, and it looked. I told him it looks like Jay-Z. But Mama described exactly what Jay-Z looks like. Then somebody that's one of my friends in Joanna, they told me that they heard Jay-Z shot somebody. And I was like, huh? Like, and they were like, oh, but that was a little while ago. Do what?
Something ain't making sense.
So,
because if he literally said, because they came to us and told us that Zay shot himself.
No, they didn't.
We was like, what?
I really wanted to come to everything per se, but I know a lot of stuff is being said
Gracie,
about me.
baby, if you, long as you telling us the truth, baby, it's gonna come out. It's no hard feelings.
Well, I would never do this, because Elliot spent about 30 minutes talking to me. And
Not
Grace,
talking, writing.
Writing, yes, not talking. And I didn't know what to do. I just kind of froze. And I
came in the room and was
I knew Grace would be here sooner or later. And I was like, Grace will know what to do. Grace will know what to do. So I just waited for her to get here. And when I told her there was a strange guy in our kitchen, because none of Zay's friends had ever come.
They're not allowed in the house.
Into the house.
But he was in there.
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, and I didn't feel threatened. I didn't feel scared.
He didn't seem.
He was not aggressive towards me
aggressive.
at all.
But he was
But I didn't
scaring
know what to do. But anyway, so they asked me to come to the police station. The detective marshal did, so I went in and talked to him. I forgot what my point was.
Oh my God, Mom! I don't know exactly where you're going with that. You said you were telling her
I'm
everything, I
tripping
guess.
because I'm sitting here thinking like.
But that's my theory, because I don't know for a fact if Jay-Z was even here. But we found keys in the house. I was told that the Elliott guy is homeless. I'm not sure. Really
He is.
Okay, so I didn't know Zay hadn't stayed in here. That's what everybody's been saying. I didn't know he was living here.
Oh, I know what it was.
I've not seen him in here. And then on top of that, we found some keys in here in the house. Like, we just found them. Like,
when I was walking out of the police station, Regina was walking in, and I think if she could have shot me right then and there, she would have, and I don't know why, because I didn't do anything.
I don't, like I said, I never met Grace. I never met this baby at all. I've seen her, because when she brought Zay down into my grandma's house, I've seen you. I haven't never walked up on her and met her, but I wanted to meet y'all myself, because I want to know what happened, because I would feel more comfortable, like I said. If he shot himself,
he didn't.
I would feel it. I don't feel that. Somebody shot him himself.
He would never.
Like I said, I don't know. Like, we don't have an ID. And if you find his ID, Gracie, please let us know.
Zay doesn't have an ID.
What happened to it?
He lost it like a year ago. He ain't even worried about going to get a replacement. I told him.
I mean, we got a copy of it. It's in his watch, because we do got his watch, so we do see this.
We found papers, too, on Elliot, where he just got arrested on April 1st, March 30th.
For trying to jump on his mom.
For what?
Trying to jump on his mom.
What the fuck? Well, it said breach of peace non-aggravated.
Trying to jump on his mom. His mom called the police. I found that out too. I found that out after the fact. But I'm like, y'all, found Zay back here.
Yeah.
Only blood that you see is on the floor.
Yeah.
Don't see nothing on the wall. Don't see nothing on no door. No, nothing.
I wonder if Elliot was saying here. I don't know. I have.
So if you gonna say he shot himself, wouldn't it be blood spatter?
Yeah. Especially if why would he lay in the floor? And